Well, welcome to Donna and Friends, and I can never get enough of Don Amon, and so here he sits again. Do you feel like you're just in the whipping chair?
I don't even think I changed clothes.
Well, why not? Because, it's a demanding thing around here. I mean, there's no time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody. Well, intersections. Big deal here in Cushing, and recently we had a meeting at the safety center, and I say we as in open to the public,
and
open to business people as well, and city of the commissioners.
And I was very impressed with the turnout.
You know what? I was almost couldn't take it. To have people there, I was
very impressed.
I'm gonna get faint. People are showing up. But wasn't that wonderful?
It was very good. I was very impressed that all those people were there. And I was just challenged by Greg Babinek to shave my head on Facebook. And of course, Melissa's like, you're not going to be a city commissioner and have your head shaved. We'll just write a check for $100. Shave your head or donate $100 to CHS Athletics. So when I was telling her I was coming out here today, she goes, aren't you glad you didn't shave your head? And she goes, and look at all those people that came to that meeting. What if they all come to that meeting? So then I got to think, you know what? Maybe I could challenge the city of Cushing.
Ooh, great
that
idea.
If we can get 30 to 40 people to come to a commission meeting, then I will shave my head, or I'll dye it orange, or I'll do something, do something like that.
Man, you heard it here first on Donna and Friends. That could be coming up in the future, and I think that'd be a great thing to do.
Yeah, because it's our city,
It's exactly.
It's everybody's city, so I think everyone needs to come, and at least, and there's an opportunity usually for people to speak, and if not, if you don't get to speak at that meeting, and you hear something that upsets you, or something that fires you up, you can get on the agenda for the next meeting.
Exactly.
And it's a good way to meet your commissioners.
So, point being here, folks, that if you've got something to say, there's a way to get that said in.
Yeah, you can either say it there, or you can call one of us, and usually we can't talk with each other in groups, but we can talk to each other. I can call another commissioner and say, hey, so-and-so called, and this is, we can't all get together because that violates the Open Meeting Act.
Right.
But we are together usually every third Monday, unless something special comes up, like the intersection meeting.
Yes, because there are special meetings from time to time. We just went through a series of budget meetings that were open, that were special meetings. But let's talk about that. We had representatives from ODOT, an engineer there, and a report was given. Let's take the intersection of Little and Main, or State Highway 33 first.
Okay, I believe that was a B rating, right? Or C rating? No, that was a B.
C. It was a C rating. Look, I've got notes.
Do you? Okay. I thought one of them was a B rating.
No. It will bring it to a B.
Bring it to a B rating.
It's currently at a C rating. Let's talk about the meaning of the rating.
Okay, it can be rated A through F. C is good. I know that a lot of us think C is mediocre,
in school, that's average.
But C is good, and you get rated on your level of service, and that's how much wait time you spend at that light. And right now, Little is at a C, and with the improvements, it'll be a B, and then the one at Linwood is a D, and with the improvements, we'll bring it to a B.
Yes.
Oh, the one at Little could be an A minus even.
Right. It could improve that much. In fact, a wait time, and that's for the signal light, currently is at 30 seconds, and it'll bring it down to around 12 seconds.
12 seconds, yeah. And the way they're going to do that is coming from the north, coming south on 18 into town. The right lane is going to be a right turn only lane, leaving people to go left or straight. And I think at that intersection there might be a protected turn. I don't remember. I asked about protected turns, but I asked about it on the Linwood intersection where there will not be a protected turn. It's going to be, turn when the opportunity presents itself. But for some reason I thought that was going to be a protected turn down there. But the other thing, the important thing I think is that they're going to take the corners out. They're going to change the radius of the turns so that if you've been to the intersection of Little, that one stoplight pole is constantly being knocked out.
Yes. And you know, Don, I think there could be some people watching this right now that don't understand the term protective turn.
Oh, okay.
So let's explain that, kind of zip back there.
A protected turn means that if I want to turn left, I get a green arrow, which means no other traffic will be oncoming. I'm allowed to make that turn. A semi-protected turn is where you have a green arrow that will turn to a green light. And when the light turns green, you then are semi-protected because you still have to yield to oncoming traffic. But a protected turn means that you have a green arrow, no oncoming traffic. To turn left, or even to turn right on occasion, but usually when you turn right, you stop anyway.
Right.
Don't quote me on this, but I was thinking there was going to be a protected turn there. But even if it's not, it's still not. The wait time's going to change when we get the people going straight out of that right lane, and they're going to do that. They're also going to raise the lights so that the big trucks that have been coming through town will not knock them over. They're going to change the corners. All has to be ADA approved.
Yes.
This is from the federal government. ODOT does the study, and ODOT will do the work, but they're going to get federal money. So in getting that federal money, things have to be ADA approved. So there will be crosswalks there. There will be the bumpy crosswalks for blind pedestrians. There will also be a sound for blind pedestrians. And it's not that is a big pedestrian heavy corner. It's just that's the wave. That's what you have to do to get the federal money. They're going to do the same thing at the Linwood intersection as well. So instead of having a curb there, it's going to be like a zero entry. I call it like a zero entry, like going into a pool. So if the truck does make the turn and he does have to come over the curb, he's not actually going to hit a curb. It's all going to be smooth, and it'll take away from. Also hitting those light poles at that intersection. Now, can I go to Linwood? Can I talk about the Linwood?
Yes, let's talk about Linwood, because there has been a lot of concern that the building that Dr. Dietrich owns would be affected. I've had a lot of people,
talk
about that.
According to the guys at the meeting, it would not be affected.
Right.
They are going to take away that little corner where that pole is.
Yes.
But as far as the building goes, it's not going to affect the building. It's not going to affect how you get into the building. It's not going to affect where you park at that building. But they are going to take that corner out a little bit to give, again, more radii, I can't remember what they use, for a turn there. They're also going to do that over on the Brahms side, on that side. They're going to take a big chunk out of that.
Yes.
But the big thing about the Linwood intersection, which I think will clear up a ton of confusion, we talked about this the other night, is they're going to put a right turn only lane in that starts back almost at the alley on the Walgreens side that will fit 2 semis, which will clear up a left turn or straight lane in the middle. Now this will clear up a lot of confusion, because I was always under the impression that we had a left turn lane there, but that's not the case.
No.
We just kind of allowed each other space in there. So if somebody
Courteous.
wants to,
We're
being very courteous, and
nothing legal about it.
no, not at all. Also, everything will be repainted. Be more markation. I think that sometimes is an issue. And the other thing that's going to help at the Linwood intersection, and I think this is huge. This was my favorite part of the whole deal, is they're going to move the lights back. I tried to explain this to my wife. I think the lights are going to be almost at the end of the first parking spot on the Brahms parking lot when you're parking north and south.
Yes.
I think it's going to be back that far. Now, what people have to remember is that even though the light is back there and you're going to stop back there, that's not going to affect any time you have going through that intersection. The lights will be timed so that you have plenty of time to go through that intersection. Again, the corners are going to be tapered off.
Right.
It's going to give trucks more of a turn radius going right. So they're going south down Linwood. They're going to fix, it's real bumpy right there coming off Linwood from the north side. You know how it's real bumpy, like especially if you want to turn left.
Yes.
That's all going to be fixed, and it's going to be According to the drawings, it looks like it's going to go almost all the way up past Dr. Dietrich's building.
Yes.
And then all the way down again to the alley.
It really looks like it's entering that intersection of North Street.
Almost.
It's that close to that intersection as far as what's being redone.
It is. And one thing people have to realize, when these lights get in, it's going to be almost like the Walmart light. If you pull all the way up to the intersection of the Walmart light can't see you, and then you sit through cycle after cycle and you get angry. Where those lights are, that's where you're going to have to stop so they can see you and they can progress through. The reason, and this intersection is going to go from a D to a B, but that's only going to happen if once drivers start realizing, oh, here's how all of this works.
And it's taking a 30-second current
point of
service wait time down to 12.
12 seconds, yes.
And that's going to be huge.
Gigantic.
Yes.
Hey, why don't we end this segment and come back and talk about this some more? Can we do that?
Hey, I would love it if we did.
All right.
You know it. We'll be back.